Just gonna give it a couple more seconds and then we'll get started for today's live. Alrighty, what is going on? What's going on, Coach? Tyreek here. I hope all is well. Happy Wednesday to you. Gonna talk about a couple things for this live for the next, I would say, 9 minutes. If you have any questions about what I'm talking about, you can just drop it down below in the comment section and I will answer that. Once again, if you have any questions, you can just drop it down below as I am talking. Today's topic will be about why is strength conditioning important for the body. So I would say that I was dealing with a young athlete, and today is Wednesday. We were talking on Monday about a couple things, but she was telling me that she has a mental block for doing or throwing her skills on the floor. She was a level 4 athlete, and level 4, if you don't know what level 4 means, you're not in the cheer world. Level 4 means that she pretty much had up to a layout. Layout, stand tuck, things like those. And she was telling me that she took 2 weeks off from tumbling, and after those 2 weeks were up, she is dealing with a mental block now. And what we talked about was since she's been in cheer for so long, like 14 years, like what were you doing when you had mental blocks before? Since this is new for you, then we should know, we should know how it feels. Once again, if you have any questions about tumbling, feel free to drop it down below. I'm just going to be talking for the next 8 minutes about why strength conditioning is important for the body. But yeah. My bad. But yeah, I'm back. But yeah, you should know how mental blocks feel. And we talked about that. But the first thing that I'm going to go over today is mental blocks. The thing about mental blocks is when you are going through that process, I would say that being patient and understanding that it's not going to be the easiest thing to get out of. But if you have a plan, and if you stick with that plan, if you have any questions about tumbling, feel free to drop it down below. I am just going to be talking for the next 7 minutes about why strength conditioning is important. But yeah, if you have a plan in terms of how you want to overcome what you're going through and figuring out what it is that you are actually going through, then you can and you will execute on what it is you want to do. But aside from that, if you can work on your strength conditioning as well, that will also give you the confidence as you are going through your mental block. So yeah, we're afraid to do these skills, not sure what turn we should take, we're lost, we're in a maze, things like those. But instead of I would say sitting down and unsure of what we need to do, we should actually be keeping up with our strength conditioning, because one, it will make our body stronger for the skill we're working on, and two, it will build our confidence up. And what I mean by that is because we feel so strong about our muscles in our body, it will help us execute those skills at a different level. Now what I mean by that is, again, is we're throwing these skills and we were getting around, but now we're throwing these skills and we're adding that finesse. We are doing them and they're easy to the point where like, okay, like what's next? That's what I mean by, so we're doing them effortlessly pretty much for the most part. And if you can keep up with your strength conditioning as you're going through your mental block, it will only make the process so much easier for you. So that's why I'm a firm believer in doing strength training. Yes, we want to yes, we want to get these skills, but we also need to do the drills, get the skills, but keep up with the conditioning and the strengthening, because we want to avoid as much injuries as possible as we're doing our cheer career. And if you can do those things on a consistent day basis, then you can avoid the ankle rolls. You can avoid your wrist hurting you so much. You can avoid the bent arms and your back handspring. You can avoid your undercutted stand tucks as you're throwing them. You can do an elite tumbling pass and not be so tired after throwing it 2 or 3 times. But once again, if you have any questions, I'm just talking about strength and conditioning. Why is it so important as you are tumbling? It's building up our confidence or avoiding the injuries. That's helping us as we are throwing these, I would say, skills and then those elite skills. And that's pretty much it. What is it doing for our body? It's helping us get stronger so we can give us confidence. Confidence is, I would say, the biggest thing as a tumbler. Tumbling is a 90% mental type thing. It's 90% mental, and the rest is just I would say just learning and building up to building up pretty much for the most part. But if we can work on this more as we are doing our tumbling, it will make the drills, doing the skills on the floor so much easier. I've come across so many athletes or come across so many tumblers who have the round off handspring doubles, the round off handspring whip, full, or things like those. I come across so many athletes like that. And when some little thing happens as they're tumbling, just like that, everything's gone. So I don't think it's about I don't think that potential is the biggest thing in terms of the percentage potential or the skills, whatever the case may be. If you have a very strong mindset, if your confidence is out this world, then there's nothing that you can't get out of this world. Like if you have those things, then you can do whatever you want to do. But if you don't have those things and you're a very elite tumbler, then it's going to be hard for you to consistently be that elite tumbler if your confidence is very, very low about yourself. And that's pretty much it for today. If you have any questions about what we talked about for today, I was all over the place a little bit, but I try to stay on track as much as possible. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Send me a message. I am on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, things like those. If you can, please like the video. Yeah, that's about it. I will see you guys next time, and yeah, bye-bye.